It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we're going to see Keenan Allen. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearing 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the Chargers and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 25 carries, 89 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter. It won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They are such a talented team in defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They started on the ground with Eckler. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 88 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys, is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Play action now. Mills. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. Dances by him. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of the team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And he works free. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrington. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On the give, this is Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mills. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, it looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Broncos coming out now. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw, Mills. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Wow, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. The Broncos at 12-2 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Off play action, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying places, and the difference is 5 yards or 15, and in this case, that's a big play.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. There's Wilson to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On second down, Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Mills to throw it.
Allen's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Mills now.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Wilson.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harrington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Here's Mills. He'll find Williams on the slant.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And this is caught by Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Eckler going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Throwing, Mills.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So now we'll look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Mills on 1st down.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. A very solid gain of 27. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mills.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 30. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are back within a score.
So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Well, last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
93 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mills.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They give it to Williams, running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Holding offense.
Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for a penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Here's Wilson to throw.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy
Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Up the middle with Eckler. And some space here. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, 67 yards. And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. They'll try and run it here.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. A couple of veterans. Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here taken in by Morgan. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down. Wilson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again. Here are the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. At after the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
So here is Wilson and the Broncos.
Down 28-21, 1:44 to go. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Wilson to throw. Able to find Judy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Wilson.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. There's Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. Down. Here's Wilson.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That is caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That will tie the game, 28-all. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First throw of overtime, Mills.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. On 2nd and 10, Mills toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
A first down throw for Mills.
Flush to his right, and that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mills. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrington. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. Still winning. Getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for the Chargers, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year.